Revelation chapter 21, New heaven and new earth. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and the sea is no more. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, made ready as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, Behold, the dwelling of God with men, and he will dwell with them, and they will be his people, and God himself will be with them as their God, and God will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death shall be no more, neither shall there be mourning, nor crying, nor pain any more, for the former things have passed away. And he who was sitting on the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said, Write, for these words are trustworthy and true. And he said to me, It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. To him who thirsts, I will give of the fountain of the water of life freely. He who overcomes shall possess these things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But as for the cowardly and unbelieving and abominable and murderers and fornicators and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars, their portion shall be in the pool that burns with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. And there came one of the seven angels who had the bowls full of the seven last plagues, and he spoke with me, saying, Come, I will show thee the bride, the spouse of the Lamb. And he took me up in spirit to a mountain, great and high, and showed me the holy city, Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, having the glory of God. Its light is like to a precious stone, as it were a jasper stone, clear as crystal. And it had a wall great and high, with 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written on them, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And on the east 3 gates, and on the north 3 gates, and on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. And on the wall of the city has 12 foundation stones, and on them 12 names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he who spoke with me had a measure, a golden reed, to measure the city and the gates thereof and the wall. And the city stands foursquare, and its length is as great as its breadth. And he measured the city with the reed to 12,000 stadia. The length, the breadth, and the height of it are equal. And he measured its walls of 144 cubits, man's measure, that is, angel's measure. And the material of its wall was jasper, but the city itself